for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes to throw once more. Open man right side is Rice. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Try to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Pacheco, and he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop him for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Johnson's got it complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Evans running behind center. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. He gets this one to Johnson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Again, it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And Burrow going to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
A try here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Bengals set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A leap, and he's got it. He got Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Johnson. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd down and 8. Now Burrow. With a catch made by Johnson. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Burrow on play action. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle to Evans. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the LA Rams. And then finally a good one on Sunday night between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. Third and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Caught, Kelce, left side. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time.
That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a 1st down.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He's into the secondary. Touchdown! Jamar Chase from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Inside give to Elliott. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now a 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here we go. Ready?
first down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Beckham, the return. Fights him off. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now Burrow on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Burrow looking to pass. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. Johnson's got it complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now it's Burrow. And he'll go underneath here to Evans. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here we go, here we go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This from 32 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Chiefs offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mahomes to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. They go down to a knee, to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Chiefs, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. They'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
We got London on the
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real.